our latest finds. It's Veronica here from Vintage Meet Modern, and happy Wednesday night. If you caught our post a little bit earlier, we're talking about all kinds of vintage jewelry treasures that we have curated and selected for you from all over the world. So I hope you'll sit back and relax. Everything that you see tonight is going to be under the new arrivals at Vintage Meet Modern or part of our feminine chic collection. So I'm very excited to be showing off our finds. Welcome to Julia and to all of our other friends who are joining us from all over the world. So please go ahead, say hello. Let us know where you're from. And if you have any particular questions on anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Half of the fun is finding the treasures and sourcing them from every place. But one of the most fun things is obviously having them all go off to be with new homes with you. But if you are new to shopping for vintage jewelry, or if you are just looking to learn a little bit more about how to accessorize to help you look and feel at your best, I hope that I can do that with you this evening as well. So I'm going to start off right away by answering a question, which is, where does all the jewelry come from? And the jewelry really does come from all over. It comes from estate sales. It comes from when I visit other antique dealers at flea markets. It comes from auctions. It comes from collectors. And I wanted to let you know that sometimes it's very serendipitous and we find unique pieces that just kind of seem like they're meant to be, which is really kind of cool, or it seems like pieces just naturally kind of find their way to us. So if you joined us a couple of weeks ago, I showed off that we had this necklace, and Ms. Leanne, who's standing by over on Facebook right now, is saying, oh my gosh, here she goes, she's going rogue. She's showing us something that was from a previous collection. But the interesting thing is that I found this necklace a while back. It's a little pearl and it's got rhinestone balls on it. It's a 1950s piece. I really like it a lot because it's a longer length with a J hook. But if you visited this week's collection at all and got to see some of the other pieces, you'll see that we actually have the matching earrings that I just got. So it's kind of cool the way that pieces kind of just come together naturally. So these are some of my favorites this week. I always talk about how that I like pieces like this because they always have a very modern look to them. They're the vintage that inspires all of the new pieces that you see when you're shopping out at places like Ann Taylor and J. Crew and some of your other favorites. So we've got this awesome pair. This is the vintage rhinestone with the faux pearls. And I'm not kidding you. Hello to my friends Deborah and Rhonda, and we got all kinds of people joining us. But if you do look carefully, this pair of earrings, which is part of this week's collection, we featured with a collection that was from a few weeks ago, and they match absolutely perfectly. So for those of you who ask where all the jewelry comes, it really does come from all over, but it's super fun when pieces just sort of magically match, and we had no idea that they were even going to be able to be reunited, as they say. So that's what we're starting off this evening. I'm starting off with showing you this awesome pearl necklace that's got these really fun rhinestone rondelle balls that are interspersed with it. The earrings are really fabulous. They're great because if you're looking for a nice neutral statement earring to be able to wear during the day, it's a great one because it's got just a little bit of sparkle, but then remember, pearls are always appropriate. Pearls are the queen of gems and the gem of queens. So you can definitely be able to wear them even if you are just cruising around the grocery store. And one of the fun parts about the clip earrings is that if you got that mask on, you can still be able to very easily be able to pop these on and even wear them when you've got your mask on. So don't ignore your earrings, even though people say they are. Hey, Natalie, it's nice to see you. Hello, Michelle. I'm so excited because we've got so many people who are joining us. So remember, we're here to always show you all of these beautiful pieces, and everything is 100% wearable. So tonight, I also wanted to be able to say that in addition to that, a lot of people have been asking me about what they have hanging in their closet and how they can so easily be able to change the look of it because they're not doing as much shopping. And remember, accessories are always a great way to be able to do that. Another thing I always hear a lot about is, thank you. See, Victoria says she likes my top. So I like having to wear pieces that are lightweight, but I also really like being able to wear pieces that still have a little bit of extra fabric so you can easily be able to pin your brooches to them. So this is that little pearlized lily brooch. I'm also wearing a neutral color today, so this is something that I could wear year round, even though it's got a lacy pattern. It's from Nanette Lepore. It was from Nordstrom. It was very reasonably priced. And one of the things that I love about it is it's really easy to be able to pin brooches to, even though it's a lightweight fabric that you could wear with lace in the summer. So this is that little lily brooch. As you can see, you can very easily be able to anchor it to the fabric. The pink goes very nicely with the light gray color, and it's very easy to be able to wear this with other pink jewelry, or you can wear it with some little pink rhinestone studs. You can wear it with your pink sapphires or your pink diamonds, or you can find a complementary pair of earrings in either an antique gold tone too. Now, we have a lot of pretty earrings, though, that really do complement this piece that go nicely. So there is a very beautiful pair of rose-colored Venetian glass. If you are new to vintage jewelry, or if you just love learning about things, remember, this is considered lamp work. So lamp work is a technique that was invented in Italy. It is frequently one where they create the Murano glass, they fuse all of those really beautiful glittery colors to it, and then they decorate it and they layer it, and that's part of the lamp work technique. So for those of you who love glass jewelry, these are always very popular and very collectible. The wedding cake bead jewelry is always very beautiful, and it has a very feminine look to it. I like this one because it pulls out the same rosy color that you're seeing in the brooch. So the rosy color is another one that's really easy to be able to pull out the same sort of shades and colors. So we've got this earring, and this is a 1940s earring. So we're mixing a 1980s piece with a 1940s piece. So that's kind of fun. And then also, if you want to do a true traditional pink, we also have a fun pair of vintage Regency earrings. I think there's someone, if I am correct, I think there's somebody here tonight who might have the matching Regency necklace. But what I do love about the vintage Regency earring is that when you look at the shape and the style of this sweet little brooch, which, by the way, this one has an antique gold tone to it. So this is not a patina. This is actually like a coppery gilt color. So for those of you who like something, I'm going to say this out loud, Leanne would say that it's very close to a rose gold. But if you look, the same sort of shape and style that you see in the little Regency earring, you see also in the lily too. So these are another fun pair. Pink, this sort of rosy color is just so perfect to wear year round. So these are also some of my favorites that we have, and you can wear these in a variety of different ways too. Remember, I'm always telling you, you can definitely be able to pull it off by wearing it right in the center as well. Yes, Michelle says, I have the matching necklace. You are the lucky winner that has that one. But these are the matching earrings, and I do like the little lamp work ones too. They've got more of a rosy undertone to them, and they have just a hint of a periwinkle blue too. But they have a lot of coppery color that has been layered around them and swirled. So it goes very nicely with the coppery color that you see on the edges of the lily. So those are great finds that we have. We also have got some really fantastic bracelets this week. Bracelets have been hot, hot, hot here. For those of you who frequently ask me, you say, I love your bracelets, but you don't really seem to get a longer length ones. Well, this is a vintage Sweet Romance bracelet that we have. It features Aurora Borealis with also a faux pearl. Rhonda says, this was a great collection. I am glad that you think that this one is a great collection. I mean, I'm kind of partial because I get to put all the collections together. And when I'm putting them together, I even think, oh, so-and-so is going to love this. Or brooch lovers are really going to go crazy for this. Or bracelet lovers are going to really go crazy for this. So this week, it seemed like we had a lot of gorgeous bracelets. We have a really beautiful one here from Sweet Romance. This one is another nice one because it's got the pearls. I started off wearing pearls at the beginning of the evening. This one has an antique gold tone. And this one also has got some Aurora Borealis mixed into it. Now, Deborah, I know, had asked here earlier this week. She said, Could you make a point of telling us which bracelets fit a small, medium wrist, a medium wrist, and a medium large wrist best? And so I'm pointing out that this one's got some extra length to it. So for those of you who like wearing a 7.5, 8-inch bracelet, this one is definitely one of the ones that can accommodate a larger wrist size. But it's not super huge unless you have like a 5-inch or a 6-inch wrist. This is going to easily still be able to fit you. It's got a nice little chunky style to it, and the pearls are in pristine condition. So this one is another fun one. It's a great find. It's got that introduction of the little Aurora Borealis in it. And I was just saying how much I enjoy Aurora Borealis jewelry because it just reminds me of like the Dior ball gowns and being able to sip champagne at a supper club in the 1950s. It just has a really romantic, feminine, and charming look to it. Hence, that's why this was the Feminine Chic collection. So this beautiful bracelet is available. This one's also under new arrivals or under the Feminine Chic collection. And it very nicely goes with quite a few of the other Aurora Borealis necklaces that we have. Now, for those of you who don't know, Aurora Borealis was kind of an invention and a request at the same time. So this is the faceted single bead, and this one's got little glass spacers in between it. You can see how this one very easily picks up on the Aurora Borealis pieces that you have. So this one's a really beautiful piece. And this one could definitely, I hear there's a term that's going around that's trending right now that's called neck miss. So for those of you who want to make a neck mess and put on all kinds of different pieces together, you can definitely layer these up. So this one is got the Aurora Borealis with the beads. It's a shorter length one. And Aurora Borealis was this fusion between Christian Dior wanting an iridescent colored stone and Swarovski creating a coating to be able to make it. So this was kind of this really new trend. It happened in the very early 1950s. If you find Aurora Borealis jewelry previous to that, and people tell you that it's older than that, it's not. But it was also very famous and worn in a lot of movies. A lot of brides liked it in the 1950s. But for me, it's just that perfect iridescent stone because it will literally go with whatever you put it with. So today I have it with gray, but you could pick up on the pink tones, red tones, orange, blue, whatever color you want to put with it. It's just one of those really magical style pieces. So we've got a shorter length necklace, and then we also have a longer length necklace that you can also layer up when we're talking about that really pretty bracelet from Sweet Romance. So the longer link features a push-in clasp. And I'll show you that this one is one that for those of you who enjoy wearing longer pieces, and you know I like wearing longer pieces, this one is a longer piece. And this one is more like a 15-inch. But for those of you who like to layer things up, you could definitely be able to create a really dynamic look by putting them all together. So you can see this has got the shorter length. It's more like a princess length, as they say. And then this one is the longer piece, and it's very easy to be able to wear. And even if you could put like one more thing, like a floating diamond or some silver chains in between it, you could do a lot of different things in order to be able to really create a real dynamic look. Now, as long as I have the Aurora Borealis necklace on, I can't not talk about the outstanding, and when I mean outstanding, Juliana Cha-Cha brooch that we have. So Juliana, Deliza and Elster, late 1950s, great, awesome piece. This one is a Juliana Cha-Cha. I'm just trying to get the pin back to go through. It's a nice secure pin on it. And you can see this has just a little movement to it, but all of the sparkle you're seeing, you're not seeing any extra effects with it. This is just a gorgeous brooch, and you can really literally put this with anything and everything. So you can see I've got the Aurora Borealis necklaces on, but you can easily, isn't that beautiful? It's such a gorgeous piece, and it's got so much sparkle. It's got the additions of the little layers, and it'll go with any kind of Aurora Borealis pieces that you have. It also has the accent of some clear diamante rhinestones too. So if you've got clear pieces that feature the crystals, you can easily be able to match them all up. Of course, this is just a really spectacular piece. It's definitely collector's worthy. It's also in pristine condition. It's got a nice, tight, secure back. And you can wear it, of course, in a variety of different ways. And what's really amazing is we also have a matching cha-cha necklace that's really gorgeous. And a lot of times these pieces that we have, they fit like at a 15-inch, and this one is at least a 16-inch. So this is one of those times where I can easily be able to show you the same sort of cha-cha style design that you see in here, you have also. And now I can't look without a choker without thinking of you, thinking of it getting stuck in your hair. Thank you. That's always one of my biggest challenges. Mr. Vintage Meet Modern said, you seem a little nervous before you go live tonight. I said, it's not that. I said, I'm always worried about, I said, last week I had lipstick on my teeth. This week I'll probably get something stuck in my hair. The dog is going to probably run by and shake the camera. But, you know, it's always a good time getting to be with all of you and getting to talk about all of the vintage jewelry. So, yes, the Juliana Cha-Cha brooch and the Juliana necklace are off the hook, as Michelle says. It's a super fun piece. I like anything that's got the little bit of movement to it. So it's cool to be able to see them. And then also, I said, it's like serendipitous. All these pieces are being reunited together. So we had the matching necklace and earring later that kind of met and came together. And then also we have got the gorgeous brooch and the matching necklace that we've had that feel like they're meant to be married and be together too. So it's cool to be able to have all of those pieces. And Leanne has assured me behind the scenes that I don't have any lipstick on my teeth tonight. And speaking of that, it is National Lipstick Day, which I didn't even know that. So it's super fun. If you wear a certain color lipstick, please go ahead and tell us what kind it is, because we'd love to be able to hear. So we also have got some awesome Art Deco rhinestone pieces too. We've got a spray style pair of ear crawlers. These are another one of my favorites. These kind of go up the ear. As you can see, they have kind of a little bit of a trumpet style design. You can kind of decide whether you want to anchor them back. So we've got this beautiful pair of earrings, and we've got quite a few gorgeous pairs of bracelets that you can match up with this one too. Let's see. We've got somebody who says their favorite color with lipstick is called Milan. Another person says Midnight Red. Yeah, I actually wear a color called Big Apple Red, and I also wear another one called Spring Pink from Bobbi Brown. I wear one called Red Stiletto. And then a Cape Coral is another one of my favorites too. So we have got an awesome spray style pair of earrings. I love anything that's got an ear crawler style design, especially when you can wear your hair up. You can see, you can tuck those in and you can enjoy them. They definitely have that old Hollywood glam style to them. And then we've got some awesome bracelets too. So we've got this one, which features the emerald cut stone in the center, and then has also got the little sparkling clear ones, and you can kind of match up on sort of the same design. I had asked the other day, which was your favorite for Tuesday, and everybody said I'd wear them together, and I couldn't agree more. So we've got the 4-row line style, and then we've got the classic Art Deco with just the 4-row and the push and clasp. These go very nicely with the earrings. They're a great pair. And then we've got a couple rhinestone necklaces that you can kind of match up with these two. So we've got one that's got a petite V style to it that has got some round stones and then some marquee style stones. This one all looks very nicely together. This is a great piece. I'll go ahead and I will try this one on to you. And this one's definitely shorter, so this one definitely has a possibility of being stuck in my hair. But this one you can see, again, this one, it looks really pretty even if we're putting it right over the lace, but this is another one that just frames your neckline and gives it a really beautiful little sweetheart style to it. So this one's got larger prong set 1950 stones. It also has some pear shapes in it. It goes very nicely with both bracelets, as well as the earrings. And what I do like about this one is that it easily frames the neck, so it's very flattering, and it'll be very flattering on a lot of different body shapes and sizes. It's also very comfortable to wear. It does not have any wear to the rhodium plating at all. And if you take a very close look, as well as if you take a close look here, you can see there's no dark and no dead rhinestones, and there's no wear to the plating either. So it's a really great piece that is in perfect condition, especially for being for a 1950s piece. And the earrings are the same way. The earrings are also the spray style that they go up with the ear collars. These also, they've got no dark stones. The clips are nice and secure. Remember, when I did my little video of me jumping up and down, the clips are secure, and they also have got no dark stones too. So these are really gorgeous pieces. You know what? I said these kind of look like a trumpet style, but the more I look at them, they look like little harps, don't they? So those are another fun pair that we have. Moving right along here, we have also got another rhinestone tassel necklace. So for those of you who like the 4-row bracelet, if you like being able to pick up a matching bracelet from the 1950s with another great 1950s piece, look at how beautiful these go together. It's like they're meant to be. Again, we've got all of these pieces that have been collected and curated, and they've come from many different places, but we see that they all kind of have a really great story that they can tell together by all being put together. So this V necklace is very flattering. I was playing around on Pinterest looking at different kinds of vintage jewelry ads, and I saw something very similar to this in a couple different ads from the 1950s. You can see this one has got a longer style. So we showed you earlier that this has got a very nice piece that fit or higher at the neckline. This one now is a little bit lower. So this one has got just a teeny tiny little bit of tassel on it. And this one also goes very nicely with the little 4 rows that you see here. You can definitely pick up on the style that you see there. So another great, awesome piece. I love this one as well. And now let's talk a little bit about some of the pieces that I know people have been waiting to see. So this is that very gorgeous pink glass cabochon that features the oval stones and then also features the round ones. It is on a book chain style, and it has got a little bit of a pressed floral style around the larger and the smaller links. This one is just really gorgeous with all of the pink pieces that you see, but also, as you can see tonight with me wearing the gray, it looks really pretty with the gray color. So I love this one because it's got the antique book chain style, which gives it this very romantic, very Renaissance style to it. And then in addition to it having this really beautiful color with the pink, it goes very lovely with so many of the other pink pieces that we have. So we've got the little pink pearls with the pink and the white. We've got the pink with the Regency that you can see that you can pick up on the pink in that. We've got an awesome pink ring if you like being able to put the pink crystal. We also have got the coral brooch, which picks up on the pink. And of course, my personal favorite, we have this really beautiful Judy Lee style brooch. I think this is an unsigned Judy Lee that picks up on the pink rhinestones with the faux pearls. And they all go together beautifully. So Michelle says, I love the asymmetry of that necklace. It reminds me of some of the 1940s structural jackets that had really incredible asymmetrical collars. That is 100% true. I love any of those asymmetrical pieces. And then I also really enjoy those pieces that do have a little bit more structure to them, especially when we get to see things that have that really beautiful line style and it helps define a woman's silhouette, which can so often be overlooked with the softer lines that we wear today that actually make us feel a little more frumpier. But when we put those pieces that give us a little bit more shape, whether it's the necklace that then creates nice asymmetry going down. You makes us a taller feeling when we put the earrings on, and it highlights our face, creates a little bit of roundness, frames our cheeks and our eyes. There's so many different reasons to be able to add different sizes and shapes of jewelry, and I know there's a perfect one for you. So we've got the gorgeous book chain bracelet, and we have about a bazillion different kinds of earrings and brooches that go with it. I'm a little shocked and surprised that this one has not been snatched up yet, but I do have a sneaking suspicion with as many people that have been asking about it that it is going to be off to a new home too. And this one fits a small, medium wrist best. As you can see, this one also does not have any wear to the plating, and it's in excellent condition. And if we listen quietly, it's also got a very tight snap on it, so it's a very secure piece. And for a piece being from the 1950s, it's in pretty darn amazing condition. So Karen's is, it's mine. Good, I'm glad. I hope that someone goes ahead and snatches this one up and adds it to their collection. Speaking of that, I feel like we need to have a little intermission here. For those of you who have had your eye on this Panino brooch, it is gone. It sold today. It sold to another collector. This is a perfect example of how when we tell you that if you love it, it's always the perfect person. The perfect piece always goes to the perfect person. But if you do love something, be sure to make it yours. We do offer Afterpay, which means that you can break it into payments conveniently. But I am very excited because Panino is a very collectible. Lots of people really, really enjoy their pieces, and they are part of wonderful, beautiful, high quality pieces. So this one was a signed in Hallmark sterling silver piece, and I wore this one earlier today, and it's heavy. So it's a perfect example of how if I could put it through the lace like this is one of those things that you can definitely say you can wear a brooch any time of year, even during the summer, even when you're wearing lighter weight fabrics. So it's a super great piece. I am super excited to wrap it up and send it off. And I just sort of wanted to be able to show it off to you all one last time, especially for those of you who appreciate not just vintage jewelry and wearing it, but the collectability of it also. So now I'm going to talk about this sweet little blue brooch, which is this very beautiful, it is a very nice Cinderella blue color. Cinderella blue is one of my favorites. But we have a very beautiful rhodium plated sort of triple cluster Trinity style brooch from the 1950s. And this one is another one that is really easy to wear, and you can just see how I'm going to pin this one right through here. And we also have got some gorgeous earrings that match up very beautiful with this one. So we've got this piece, which has got the little triple style to it, and we also have got a little pair of blue earrings. And I love these because this has got the two shades of blue, and you can pull out the lighter blue that you see that's in the brooch in the earring as well. So this one is the blue sort of triple flower, and then we've got the dark midnight blue with the lighter blue, and you can see how pretty these two pieces go together. And this is another one that the earring, because it's a little bit of a statement style, especially if you like to wear your hair up, is another one that looks really nice with the light and the dark coloring. And then this one is also, it's a great piece to be able to still feel dressed up with not being totally over the top with a very long statement earring. This is also a really great color blue if you have blonde hair or if you have blue eyes. It's going to easily be able to complement it and make it look even more sparkling. But as you can see, I have darker hair. I've got some blonde running through it in the summer right now, but it's still another one that's really easy to be able to wear. And I do love the size and the shape of this one. It's like not too big, not too small. It's the perfect size. And this pair of earrings looks just beautiful with it. The lighter blue with the darker blue pulls all of it together so nicely. So again, another very happy marriage between those pieces. Alrighty, we have also got a great clamper this week. So like I said, bracelets have been very hot this week, and we've got a really nice clamper in the mid-century modern style design. This one's got a loop going around. I like this one because kind of like the mesh top that I have on today, this has also got a mesh background to it, which is very lightweight and very easy to be able to wear in the summertime. So this one's a great one. It also is nice because it's sort of just a complementary piece that goes with everything. So whether you wear tanks and tees and you wear blacks and neutrals, or you wear bright colors, this is one that's going to go the distance. It also will mix very nicely with any kind of fine jewelry that you might have. So this one is another awesome one. It's lightweight. I love all of these 1960s pieces. And we also have got these really nice little swirl details there too. And I like that one because as long as we're going to talk about tassels, every time I see this piece, I think of something that Michelle Pfeiffer would have worn in a movie, or I think of something that would be like from American Hustle. It also, I always say, reminds me of Rachel Zoe's style. So Rachel Zoe is a big vintage collector. She wears a lot of gold pieces. She had her own jewelry line that had tassels for a while. But if you know, she wears a lot of like black jumpsuits, white jumpsuits. This one is another really fun one to be able to put on. And I like this one because also, if you didn't notice, this one has a very long extender on it. So for those of you who know, I love wearing things that are at a longer length. This one is one that you can wear both shorter and longer, and it's just got that really pretty tassel design to it. And it's another one that you can easily be able to wear with other classic gold rhinestone jewelry, or you can wear it with, you know, other rhinestones and other classic gold. So if you've got a small pair of fine 18 karat gold little huggy hoops, or you've got a pair of diamond studs set in 18 karat gold, this is a perfect necklace to be able to mix and match with all of this. But I do love this style and this design. And the tassel just lays so beautifully. It's got that very nice, very well-designed little serpentine style chain. And there's a really nice little amount of rhinestones that are at the bottom. So you get this nice little sparkle. And speaking of things with angles, this is another one that's very flattering on a variety of different neck styles because it gives you that length and it immediately creates a nice long line for your body. So for those of you who are trying to look taller and skinnier, this is another great style and a great design that you would love to be able to consider. So, but I think this necklace is really fun. It's got that 1960s, 1970s vibe going on for it. It's got just the right amount of movement and it looks absolutely spectacular with black. So that is another fun one that we have. Alrighty. We have got an awesome bezel set necklace. This is a super long one. I've always said I love the long length pieces because you can do so much with them. But this is the blue bezel set crystal. And this is one of the older pieces that we have. This came from a Czech collector. And I like anything that you can always double and triple up and wear in a variety of different ways. And I also mentioned that this one is a really easy one to be able to wear just in a dressed up situation, or you could easily be able to wear this one for example, with a very boho chic outfit. So I wore this with a boho chic peasant style top from Anthropologie, and I got tons of compliments when I wore it. And then I wore this with just a black tank and a pair of black pants and let the blue be sort of my pop of color. And I also received tons of compliments when I wore it with that too. Another thing that I like about this one is since it's got that petite styling to it, it's definitely one that even if you wore it dressed up, you can wear it dressed down too. And it's very lightweight. There we go, Rhonda. I was able to not get that one stuck in my hair, even though it's a really long piece. And then it also has that antique silver tone to it too. But the blue is a really, really gorgeous blue. You could even be able to put it with the blue brooch that you see here. And you'll just see how this blue brooch also even will pick up a different shade of blue if you put them all together. So that's another fun one. We have got a sweet little silver. This is a nice mid-century modern piece that features the little blue crystals. This one's sort of a leaf style design. For those of you who like pieces that have that mid-century modern styling, we've got this gorgeous piece. This one's a nice size and a nice scale too. Very easy to be able to wear. And we also have got a couple of fun pairs of earrings. I'm trying to look over here and see. This collection was a hit, so we've got a lot of fun pieces, but a lot of pieces are sold and off to a new home. So I always say that this piece has got vintage lucite in it, and it's got the pink and the blue at the top. We have a very nice earring that mimics the same sort of blue styling and sort of the same blue with the sort of type at the top with the style design. I always also say that this piece reminds me of a Lalique vase with the frosted lucite in the center. So for those of you who like being able to put together shades of blue with the crystal, this is a very nice, another married little set here that complements each other, that's got the little blue screw back earrings and then has got this sort of Lalique style brooch with this urn. And this one looks great in a variety of different styles. And you can see, again, I'm wearing this again with the gray and how pretty it looks with just a little bit of blue and pink against the gray. We have got a sweet little Kramer New York piece that features some little Aurora Borealis rhinestones in it. This one is sort of that play on milk glass, but it has got the Aurora Borealis in it as well. And we've been talking so much about how to match that Aurora Borealis up with other pieces. So this is the white, and this one is actually a white bead, and then it has the Aurora Borealis going through it. This one is a signed piece as well. And you can see how nicely, I can pin this one on me. This one also looks against the gray. So this one's another one that's got a really pretty style and a really pretty design. And I could easily picture this with so many different pieces. So this would look great against like a bright neon yellow. This would look fun on a corally orange color. This would look great on a turquoise, or I know that the Pantone color of the year is like a bright blue. This would look beautiful with any color that you put with it because it's got the classic bright. But even though that this has got the Aurora Borealis rhinestones mixed into it, it's got a little bit of everything else in terms of style and design. It is a piece that you can use if you like a more conservative look, and it's a piece that you can dress up and you can easily put with your other Aurora Borealis pieces. Interestingly enough, you can see this sort of shape and style design was very popular in the 1960s era. So that's a fun one that we have. Let's see. We have got a gorgeous, huge pearl bib. So I know that we've been talking about some of those classic rhinestone pieces. I tried the Juliana bib earlier tonight, but I'll show you, we've got this gorgeous pearl bib necklace that's a real super long one as well. And this one is also an awesome piece, although I think the pearls are getting stuck on my lace here. So this one is also that pearl bib necklace, and this one is just another absolutely outstanding piece, especially for those who love pearl jewelry and love those classic rhinestone pieces too. And this one's got that nice sort of drape that fills the neck as well. So just so many unique and gorgeous pieces here, pieces that are definitely collectors worthy, but also ones that do have that feminine chic look that we love and everything we enjoy and appreciate when it comes to really truly embracing being a woman. So lots of feminine, gorgeous little details this week. We got a couple gorgeous and fun rings. We've got this cocktail ring that features the pink CZ in the center and then has the sort of princess style design. You can see that this one is a nice size and scale, but this one is another really gorgeous piece that we have. And I'm not sure, I think that's the only ring we have this week, because all the rings that we did have, they kind of flew on out of here. So that in itself, the collection was stunning. I'm so glad I snapped up the bracelet. I'm happy that you snapped it up too. We have had so many gorgeous pieces this week. I'm going to try to show you the tray one last time because we've got all of these beautiful pinks. We've got all of these beautiful blues. I wanted you to see how easy it is to be able to wear all of these pieces together. Here I am. I'm like trying to collect everything from a distance, and I should really just bring the tray to me. I don't know. Anybody else do that where they just make things harder than they need to be? I could have brought the tray to me instead of leaning over here while trying to talk to all of you. So I hope that you enjoyed it. We have got some gorgeous pieces this week. We've got pearls, we've got pink, we have got Juliana jewelry, we have got some fantastic rhinestone pieces. I know that a couple of these pieces have also never even made it to this collection. There were a few that I loved so much that I went ahead and I added them to my own collection. So you'll have to pay attention to what I am telling you that I'm wearing. But so many fun pieces: Venetian wedding cake beads, pearls and rhinestones, long Art Deco, Juliana, pink rings, Sarah Coventry, a Victorian revival style, just a little bit of everything for all of you. But I really do want you to know that every single piece is really outstanding. And I really tried this week to make sure that we could highlight the quality, the size, how comfortable the pieces are, the weight. That's why I love when you can all tune in for the live show, because it's so much easier for me to give you the details on the size and the scale, and also tell you how wearable the pieces are. Again, I wouldn't put you in anything that you wouldn't feel comfortable wearing with whatever is hanging in your closet. And that's also sort of the theme of things tonight. I've been working with a lot of people behind the scenes these days who, with everything continuing to go on, are telling me things like, I'm hesitant to continue to go out shopping. I don't really feel like buying new clothes, but I feel like I need something to update my look. We've heard people say things like, it's really hard because I can't go into a dressing room right now because most places have dressing rooms closed. So remember, that's kind of the beauty of being able to study, enjoy, appreciate the collection, add some treasures to your own jewelry box. We were saying earlier tonight when we were talking to our Instagram following that it's kind of our treasure, like our little treasure chest, our little treasured unboxing as well. So all of these treasures really will help elevate your look, help you look and feel distinctive, and everything here is completely and totally wearable too. So on that note, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day. I hope that we had an opportunity to kind of sit back and relax and enjoy some sparkly goodness together. And I hope that some of these treasures are going to wind up being part of your style story as well. So on that note, remember, take time to celebrate your inner sparkle so you can truly let your personal style shine. And remember, no matter what's going on in the world, your personal style really never takes a holiday, and it's always important to look and feel good for you. You should love the way that you look in the mirror every single day. So head on over to Vintage Meet Modern. I promise you that everything has been picked out with a lot of love and a lot of curation. So I can't wait to see what you pick. And of course, I will see you all again real soon. So everybody have a fantastic Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. And we'll be excited to wrap up. It's always fun to see what everybody's picked. So have a fantastic night and be well, be safe, and be healthy. Bye, everyone.